Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome back to Mobile Music Pro, your home for mobile music production. Got a lot to talk about today, folks. You know I'm going to talk about Logic. You know what's going to happen. It's going to happen. But first, I want to say hello to everybody in the chat. All right. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Especially, of course, welcome our patrons, our official members of our Mobile Music Army. We appreciate you guys so much. And of course, everybody who's purchased anything from the site before, and anybody who's ever watched our video or liked, hit that thumbs up on our channel. We just super much appreciate you guys. We are over 3 years into the channel now, and yeah, it's been a crazy ride. It's been a crazy ride, guys, and I'm just so excited. It's been a crazy 10 years that I've been into this mobile music production game, and it's a crazy ride, guys. We're going to talk about it, but I do want to say hello to everybody in the chat right now, because we got people chatting already. We got Steven Tucker in here being the first one. Appreciate you, bro. Our lovely mod. We got Chris in here as well. Mr. Raymond says hello. What's going on, bro? We got, well, who else we got here? Samuel, Mr. Samuel Linderman, of course, our resident tech geek over here. Always got all the stats and all the specs ready to go for you guys. Who else? What? Raymond in here? Yes. He says he's tried Logic Pro on the Mac, just wasn't feeling it. Prefer Ableton, but on the iPad, it looks like it will be the perfect DAW. He's excited, and he says simplified but very capable. Absolutely, we're going to talk about it. You bet. It's going to be sweet. Samuel Lindemann says, considering my app budget per month is around $5 to $20, a Logic Pro sub is a no-brainer. Smart people in here. We got some smart people in here. Skies Watcher, what's going on? Oh, snap, there's a SpaceX launch today. And, of course, it's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all of your mothers, and, of course, my mother as well. I'll be giving her a call in just a bit. I already sent her something, so, you know, I'm going to give her a call a little bit later after this stream. All right, who else is in here? Mr. Not a Box, what's going on? Yes. Hailing all the way from Germany. Raymond says, yeah, SSD support has to come eventually, because, of course, that's not quite out the gate for Logic, but we'll get into that. All the peeps in the house, says Skies Watcher. Yes. Tim Taylor is in here saying hello. Mr. Computer Head himself, all right, is in here. Got a new track. Computer Head's got a new track. Make sure you check that out. You'll find it in our newsletter, and, of course, on all of his socials. Mobile Logic Pro. Raymond says, got to change the name to Mobile Logic Pro. Maybe. We'll see. Yes. Alex is here. Mr. Joe Dominguez. All right. Everybody in here. Did Vortex... Steven Tucker says, did Vortex cut his hair? Getting ready for Logic? Yes, I have. I've. It's all in preparation for Logic. You know what else is in preparation for Logic? Is this thing right here. Oh, what's this? You know what? You can't tell. Because you want to know why? Because the 2021 iPad and the 2018 iPad look exactly the same. They look exactly the same. But I am running an M1 iPad now. A 2021 M1 iPad just came in the mail a few days ago. So we are running that for the first time on this stream. So yes. I definitely, but what's funny is that I actually bought this iPad a day before the Logic Pro announcement. So, you know, pretty serendipitous in that way. I'll definitely have a story to tell that, yeah, I got this iPad, about a day before the announcement of Logic Pro. Pretty crazy. Three Eyes Open is here. Dimitri says greetings, and a greetings to you as well. Lisa Crowtail is here saying hello to you as well. Tim Taylor says, I only hope that all my AUV3s work in Logic. Oh, yes, they will, and they will work beautifully. You will be able to have automation on them and everything, and, of course, be able to use them with the expressive instruments that Logic Pro comes with that, you know, previously you can only find in GarageBand on iOS. Steven Tucker says, new iPad too? You know it, son. I already bought it the day before Logic Pro, so, it's already in preparation, because my 2018 was already kind of hitting some limits when I have too many tracks on there, so, just only with the latest plugins, they started hitting some limits, so I thought I'd grab it. But then, of course, the very next day, they announced Logic, so I look really smart. I look really smart. Brandon Martinez, what's going on? Says he always knew Logic was going to come, but didn't expect it right now. Yeah. Kind of surprised everybody. Ed B is here. What's going on, Ed B? Our resident metalhead. Love you, bro. All right. Brandon Martinez says, and let's remember, someone said that Logic was a myth. Where are they at? Where are they at? We love it. We love it. We love it. All right, guys. 18 people watching. Appreciate you so much. Listen, I do want to just I do want to comment on Logic, but in a second, of course, we got to go through our announcement. So for those new to the show, what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick bit on Logic, then we're going to do a demo of an app, then we're going to do make some music with that app, and then do a giveaway for that very app. 2 codes to give away during the last 15 minutes of the 2-hour stream. So make sure you stick around, guys. It's going to be a great show. We're going to have a lot of fun. But first, let's get to the announcements. As always, guys, we would appreciate if you could go to our website, check it out, see if there's anything over there that might interest you, because we have a bunch of free stuff in addition to our premium stuff. So if you do want to support the channel, this is a great way to go ahead and check out some of the products that we have over there at mobilemusicpro.com. And then we also have a newsletter that we really put a lot of passion and work into, that comes out every single Saturday. We definitely put hours into that every single Saturday. Oh, I got to change that, because guess what, folks? We have now crossed over 3,000 creators. So I have to update the language there, the the verbiage on the website. But yes, we have crossed over 3,000 creators now. And we have brand new mobile music production news, tutorials, discounts, and articles delivered free to your inbox every single Saturday. So if you do like mobile music production and you do like this space, then you're gonna like this email, I believe, because also we put in some music in there every week. If you do have some new music, make sure you reply to that email or send us an email to info@mobilemusicpro.com so we can get your music heard by more and more people. I think Jamie Mallender had one in there this week. Computer Head had one in there. Third Person Productions had one in there. So a lot of great music from a lot of great folks in there, in addition to all the news, tutorials, discounts, and app releases and all that stuff. So make sure you do subscribe. mobilemusicpro.com/newsletter. It is 100% free. mobilemusicpro.com/newsletter. All right. I think that's it for now. I think we're ready to maybe dive in a little bit here, maybe a little bit to our little rant on Logic. For those that don't know or that have been living under a rock, Apple has officially announced Logic Pro for the iPad. Let me see here. I want to go Logic Pro iPad. There it is. Here it is, folks. The ultimate music studio at your fingertips. Now, let's go ahead and let's talk about it a little bit, just for a few minutes here before we get into today's tutorial and today's app. So real quick, guys, I want to give you my thoughts on this. Basically, I do believe that this is going to be a major game changer. You can, of course, find videos about this already from all the greats, Patrick Bird, Moby Pixel, Jade Star, all the greats are on there, Pete Johns from Studio Live Today. You're going to find great videos already, but I did want to give my quick 2 thoughts, because I'm mostly a Cubasis guy, and I've been using Cubasis for years. And so I did want to give my thoughts because as I've tweeted, I've been pretty vocal on social media already about my thoughts, but I wanted to share them also here. And I really believe that this is going to be huge, guys. You have to understand, I've been making music on Cubasis for many years, all the way back to Cubasis 2, right? So many years, well over half a decade. We're coming up on 7-8 years at this point. And so I've, over the years, really enjoyed the updates that has been coming for Cubasis, but I really wanted more. And I think a lot of folks out there wanted more as well. And, to see Logic Pro come out here right out the gate, have all the features, literally every single feature that we've been waiting for inside of Cubasis for years now, nigh more than half a decade, pretty much. Like, it is pretty crazy to see them all come out right away. And some of those features, for example, are like a drum step sequencer, right? More advanced routing, the ability to actually search through your tracks, right? That's a big one. Be able to search through your instruments and search through your plugins. That's going to be really a big one. But a really big one for folks is this is going to support more than just the 4/4 timing, just more than the 4/4 time signature. And I think that is going to be a game changer for a lot of folks on mobile devices, because I know that's held back a few folks. There's a lot of different genres that have more than just the 4/4. And so now you'll be able to create with that. But it gets crazier than that, folks, because in addition to having all these features that we've been waiting years and years inside of Cubasis for, we are now going to have all of the Apple-esque stuff, all the GarageBand-esque stuff in here. So we're talking about all those expressive instruments, the strings and the drums from GarageBand are going to be prevalent inside of Logic Pro. So it's going to be really great to be able to use some of those sounds, some of those drums, some of those effects. And they're going to be adding additional features inside of Logic that doesn't even quite exist yet on Logic Pro on the desktop, such as this beautiful row of your plugins here, your plugin strip. Of course, it looks a lot like Ableton, right? Sure. But it's still freaking lovely on a mobile device to be able to just swipe through those. I want to swipe through those all at once. I want to click on one to expand it. This is just lovely to have more than one on your screen at once. That's a big, big, big feature. That's another feature that we've been waiting inside of Cubase's for a long time, to be able to view more than one plugin simultaneously. Well, you're going to get that on inside of this device. Of course, you're going to get, again, some of that GarageBand Logic stuff like live loops, right? We're going to get that now. That is just freaking amazing to have live loops inside of here, in addition to having everything else. But look at that beautiful step sequencer. Oh, we've just been waiting years and years for something like that. The plugin tiles, it's going to be really, really great to see them all at once. But some of these features, guys, are huge, and they might seem small, but in the grand scheme of things, when you start stacking them all up, they add up to be huge. And because of this, because I know all this stuff is coming, because I've studied these screenshots, guys. I've been studying these screenshots. I've been staring at these screenshots like you would not believe, like all day long, all day long. Like seriously, like days and days I've been poring over these screenshots, and they literally have everything that I've been waiting for inside of Cubasis for years now. Even something simple as being able to preview your MIDI files. That is huge. We've been waiting for that for Cubasis for years, and they still haven't managed to do that. But here it is, right here inside of the browser. And oh, by the way, they're also going to give you intelligent discovery. Like, it's crazy. So all of this stuff, just miles and miles and miles ahead of Cubasis. A truly desktop grade Pro DAW for the iPad. This is what we have here now, and this is what we've been waiting for years. So you're going to get some amazing instruments in here, like Alchemy. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to use Alchemy, because of course we love Alchemy, but then Apple bought it, put it inside of GarageBand, but now it's back to us inside of Logic Pro. This sampler, this is another thing we've been waiting for Cubasis for years, is a proper sampler. But guess what? They have it right out the gate. An advanced, super advanced sampler, and I'm talking about to the point to where you won't even have the degrade of using one-shots pitching up as you go across the keyboard. I mean, just little things like this. These little things are the difference between a desktop grade DAW and a iPad DAW, right? A more traditional, lighter type of DAW. And this is what is inside of here. So this is just crazy, crazy to have all of this inside of here on day one. Now, after as you guys seen, of course, I've gushed about this a little bit now, but there is a couple of issues that people are worried about, right? Like AUV3 MIDI support, AUV3 to MIDI effects support. I believe personally that it's going to have it, but we'll have to wait and see. There is going to be no ability to load from your external storage device at launch. You can still like load samples and stuff, but you won't be able to like load projects from the SSD. But that is going to come, I'm sure, eventually. Remember, with Cubasis, we get a few updates every couple of years, like every couple of months, some significant updates every couple of years, with some just basic maintenance updates every couple of months. But imagine the amount of updates we're going to get with Logic, with a subscription, which we'll talk about. Imagine the amount of updates we'll get with Logic when we're paying that subscription. People are going to demand updates. They are going to demand significant updates, and we're going to get them. Because if you look at the history of Logic Pro, you'll know that they have had significant updates all the time, delighting their users constantly. Now, it's been a little while recently, but probably because they were working on Logic Pro for the iPad. Now, yes, it's going to have subscriptions. Let's quickly talk about that. Yes, it's going to have subscriptions. Okay. But again, they can probably get away with that because, you see, Logic Pro didn't exist prior on the iPad without subscriptions. That's one thing. Then another thing is $5 a month is really not that much money, guys. And if you want to add it up, you want to add it up to 5 years. Okay, 5 years, $250. Bam. If you haven't made $250 from your music in the course of 5 years, maybe you should stick to GarageBand, right? Maybe you should stick to GarageBand Pro. This is for professionals who want to actually make money at their craft and not just use it as a hobby, right? We want to use this in a professional manner inside of studios, both inside of studios and out, of course, because it's an iPad. But we want to use this with other artists, with other producers, and being able to do the things that we can do in Logic Pro on the desktop. And this is what you're going to get. Pretty much everything you can do on the desktop, you'll be able to do on the iPad. I have seen, from my eyes, I have seen no light versions, right? No lack of features, nothing significant. This is Logic Pro Plus, basically. Logic Pro Touch, if you will. And this is the interface is just absolutely gorgeous, and I'm just loving it. So there's a couple of issues, of course, but for me, the issues are so minor and insignificant that it's just a no-brainer. And so because of all this, I am going to end up switching the entire channel over to Logic Pro. So what I'm going to do is, when that comes out, I'm going to create a video comparing Logic Pro versus Cubasis. And in that video, I'll also share why, of course, I'm switching over to Logic Pro, because it'll be basically because of all the lack of features in Cubasis. And yeah, from then on, pretty much every stream, every video is going to be inside of Logic. Now, I've heard one person say, I won't name names, but I heard a person say on a stream that, oh, if you don't like GarageBand, you're probably not going to like, a Logic Pro if you don't like the workflow. And I have serious pushback on that, because if you look at this interface, I mean, yes, it kind of resembles GarageBand, but this is a much more streamlined interface. Because, for example, if I click on here, you can see all of your plugins at once. I can just, with one click, bring up the mixer, and I can glide up the mixer just like you can in Cubasis. I mean, this is a streamlined interface that, to me, is so much better than GarageBand. It almost doesn't compare. It only compares in looks, but in feel and in actual workflow, this is very, very similar to Cubasis. Much more similar than I think people are giving it. In fact, when you click on that mixer, like I just said, you'll be able to have this mixer and be able to drag it up, as far as you want, or all the way to full screen, just like in Cubasis. But of course, you're going to have actual busing inside of here instead of just group tracks in Cubasis. So that is a major thing. And I really believe that switching my channel and all of the people, all the viewers over to Logic is going to be a big, amazing thing. And I think it's going to benefit everybody. Now, with all that said, let's get back to the chat and see what you guys are saying, and then we'll get into our tutorial. All right. Grab some coffee. But yeah, I had a lot to get off the chest there, so let's go check the chat now. 24 people watching. Appreciate you guys so much. We're going to get to a tutorial in just a bit, then make some music, and then do a giveaway. So let's just see what you guys are saying. Let me scroll up. Scrolling up. Scrolling up. Scrolling on up. Colin Powell is here. What's going on? Says hello, Vortex and everybody. Yes. Appreciate everybody here. Skies Watcher says, yep, different time signature is a biggie. Couldn't agree with you more there, Mr. Skies Watcher. Samuel Lindemann says, as long as Cubasis Update has the sampler track from Big Cubasis, I'll keep it around. But of course, that's not going to happen. We've been waiting years for Cubasis to update their sampler. Fam, Cubasis is not going to change anytime soon in this decade. Maybe by the end of this decade, Cubasis the Steinberg will finally get with the program and make a proper desktop grade DAW. But until then, they are not going to make Cubasis parity with Cubase in any way, shape, or form. I assure you, we've been waiting years and years. Ain't happened. It's not going to happen by the end of this decade. Maybe by after that, but not until then. And by then, we'll have been on Logic Pro for years. Years, fam. Computerhead says, how many plugins did Apple say are going to be in Logic Pro? All of them. Every single one that is in regular Logic Pro is going to be in Logic Pro on the iPad. All of them. All of them. Over 300. Three Eyes Open says over 300. All of them. Oh, Sand, it says he's got no plans to upgrade the iPad, so he's stuck on Cubasis. I feel you. But yeah, man, get yourself an M1. Get yourself a nice used M1. We got our used M1 here for about $1,000. And it works perfect, looks perfect, battery's great. So grab a used one for $1,000 if you can, save up. But man, yeah, it will be worth it. But until then, yep, you are stuck on Cubasis. Because you can run it on a 2018 if you want. You can run Logic Pro on a 2018, but I recommend an M1 or higher. I do recommend an M1 or up. Skies Watcher says, does it bring Alchemy? Oh, you know it. You know it. Alchemy on steroids. It's going to bring Alchemy. Happy Mother's Day, says Lady Aptitude. Yep, I already said that as well. I said that at the beginning of the show. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Mr. Burns. Will we make a Logic Pro track today? I wish, if I had Logic Pro. But it's not out yet, Burns. Tim Taylor says Ableton for iPad would also be great. Absolutely. Let me tell you, once the success of Logic Pro and iPad spreads far and wide, you can better believe that people are going to have some mobile strategies. You can better believe that remember, Ableton's already got their stupid little note app, right? Their little note play thingy. But they're going to look at that and they're going to be like, well, how can we do better? And they're going to bring, I guarantee they're going to bring a version of Ableton to iPad. Everybody's going to have their own competitor on the mobile device. And as it gets bigger and bigger, they're just going to parody it more and more and more. And eventually, of course, we'll just be on one operating system. There won't even be a difference between iOS and macOS. And of course, it will have a free month trial. Yep, Logic Pro does come with a free 30-day trial. So you get 30 days to check it out. But they're going to get my money right up front. They're going to get the whole year from me right away. Colin Powell says, I don't see a flex icon for audio, time, and pitch editing on the screen. Maybe there is. Maybe I'm sure. I'm sure you'll be able to do that because remember they already support Apple Loops, so I'm sure that you'll be able to do that. I would assume it's going to be. Brandon Martinez says, "Do you know how big Logic is going to be?" No idea, but I would assume at least 60 gigs, right? With all the sounds and stuff. We'll see. Tens of gigabytes. Joe Dominguez says, maybe FL will get into competition with real FL. That would be awesome. Well, no, I mean, what I think would be awesome is just FL Studio Image Line to just bring an actual version of FL Studio to mobile. You only have to, you don't have to touch it up quite as much as you might think because we do have mouse and keyboard on the iPad, and of course, it touches like a mouse click. So, you do have to redesign it, but not as much as you might think. It's just the UI. All the underlying functionality can remain the same because the iPad can run it all. So, Samuel says desktop Logic fully loaded is 70 gig. So I would assume between 25 and 70 gig then, is what it's going to come in at. We shall see. We shall see. But I am stoked. I am excited. Ready to go. All right, 22 people watching, guys. Let's get to the app now. If you got no other questions, I think we can get to it. But I am super excited. This is a new era, and we finally got here. We did it. Congratulations to you, to me, to everybody in the space. We are going to have some freaking amazing fun over the next few years. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Oh, look at this. Look at this step sequencer. It's so beautiful. Oh my God. Look at this. You can just enter in as many steps right here as you want for rolls. And oh, it's so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. Look, you can even like adjust the size of it, so you could put it over your timeline or you could put it over the live loops that you see right here. Oh, waiting years, fam. Years for this kind of stuff. Look at this drum machine designer too. It's freaking dope. Nice little pads there. This amazing mixer. Yes. And like I said, you can, make this as big as you want. You can drag it down or drag it up or make it all the way to full screen if you want, just like Cubasis. Oh yeah, it will be mine. Oh yes, it will be mine. Not to mention Ableton Link support right out the gate, guys. You know how many years it took Cubasis to get Ableton Link? Many years. Ableton Link right out the gate. All right, let's get to it. 10:30 West Coast time. Let's get into the app that we'll be discussing today, which of course is Hilda. My keyboard doesn't work. Once I plugged in my new iPad, my keyboard doesn't work. But I don't think it's the iPad because the little USB light isn't coming on. So I think my keyboard died. My poor keyboard. I think it died. But I'll get another one. That's cool. Hilda Synth, ladies and gentlemen. Hilda. I don't know why I just want to pronounce that with like a Norwegian accent. Hilda. Norwegian. I don't know. We are from Norwegian. But this is it, baby. Look at this 5.0 ratings, complex oscillator synth by the one and only Bram Bos. Love that guy. He's got so much awesome stuff, guys. Look at this. If you click on Bram Bos, you will see all the amazing apps that we use all the time here on the stream and on the videos. Things like Hammerhead, things like Woot. Oh God, I love Woot. It's still the only OTT plugin really on iPad right there. I mean, they got so much awesome stuff in here, but they've been working a lot with Heinbach on a couple of things as well. Such good stuff in here. But I use Perforator all the time. It's a beautiful gating effect. This Cosmonaut delay, oh, it's beautiful. We might use that today. Really good stuff in here. And of course, you got your analog drum synth, Ruiz Maker. Can make some nice 80s sounding drums. We'll probably use their other drum machine on here today. Oh, of course, their sequencer suite all the time. Specifically their arpeggiator. Really, really love that on almost every electronic track that I have. But we'll probably even use Hammerhead today because this is a great drumming app. So much good stuff from Bram Bos. Make sure you check them out. Support this fantastic developer. But today, fam, we will be talking about Hilda. Now, what's cool about this is right from the developer, what you're going to get is kind of basically a combination of the best and most interesting aspects of both West Coast and East Coast synthesis techniques. It kind of sounds a little bit more West Coast to me, but it all depends on how you tweak it and what presets you're using and all that good stuff. But of course, it's going to be full AUV3, all sorts of good stuff in there. So are we ready? I think we're ready to open this bad boy up. Inside of our current DAW of choice, Cubasis. Oh, I have Piano Tech up. I was just playing with Piano Tech a little bit before the stream. Oh, Piano Tech. Woo! Yet another amazing app out for iPad that I love. But this is not a Piano Tech stream, of course, but I just can't help it. Okay, sorry. I get distracted by amazing apps. Piano Tech, shout out to you and that amazing thing. I still got to buy a couple of the full version packs on there. 30 people watching. Appreciate you all. We are about to check out Hilda from the Motherlands. Hilda right here. As you can see, just a gorgeous UI. It's a little bit, probably tailored towards nerds and geeks like myself. Who like to see the actual signal flow spread across all these different buttons. But it's so pretty. If you take a look at these arrows, you can see that it kind of tells you exactly where the signal actually goes and where it comes in and out. So it can be a little intimidating. It can be a little intimidating at first, but there's a cheat code. And the cheat code is that whatever you click on, it'll show you what you're clicking on in the top right-hand corner. So you can click on the filter and it'll show you, cut off. Click on, what is this thing looking like? Oh, you click on it. Preamp, right? So a little bit of a cheat code there, but it is really, really beautiful. So let's load up the default patch, see what it sounds like, and then let's do some tutorialing. Join me for some tutorialing. That's a word. Nice little default. Nice little analog sounding pluck there by default. But if we look up here, we can see that we have a delay right here. So you just up that wet. Pretty. Paparazzi. I don't know if I played the exact notes of that. Steven Tucker says I played Paparazzi by Lady Gaga, but no. There's all sorts of popular chord progression. Of course, technically that chord progression, I guess, is used in a couple of songs. Yeah. I mean, that's a pretty popular chord progression, so yeah. Maybe I did. Damn it, maybe I did. It's in so many songs in Western music, you know, the same chord progressions get used over and over again. Dubrova is here. What's going on, Dubrova? Dubrova. I also have to say it like he's from Russia. Mother Russia. Gradient Echo, what's going on? It says Hilda looks amazing, dirty sounding semi-modular. Yes, let's listen to some of this stuff. There's some good stuff in here. Computerhead says, I think we have the same mind vortex. I get distracted by amazing synths. Yes. Computerhead says he's been using Hilda for leads and basses. Yeah, you can use it for both. Absolutely. Really good stuff in here. Very analog. Like, listen to the low end. Let's turn off the delay. Go away, delay. Turn that down by the wet. Beautiful. Oh yeah. Make some 808s out of that. So very analog sounding, very nice. But let's go through a few of these things here. So let's see. So if we look here, we'll top left hand corner. Let's start from the top left, right? So right away we got our little detune. Pretty nice. Got a nice little wave table here. Got a ratio or LFO ratio. What else? Got some noise. Very nice. Decide how the wave is folded here. Timbre. Ooh, a nice glide, of course. I bet you they make some really dope basses, for sure. You got FM over here. Pretty. Okay. But one of my favorite controls here is the sub. You have to turn up the amp. Beautiful. Ooh, X-ring modulation. Boy, so much ways to tweak the timbre or the sound of this. Got a filter, of course. And you can choose the kind of filter that you'd like. Right underneath it. And they got all your standard filters. Love the low end of the synth. Really beautiful. See what else we can do. Oh, of course, one of the main features of this synth is going to be its drone, right? Turn that on. Oh yeah. Love it. Beautiful. And you can do things with this drone. You can put an LFO on this drone if you want. All sorts of interesting stuff. You can filter the drone down. But then you got your standard ADSR over here. You can choose between your VCA or LPG. They sound, the VCA is my favorite because that's the classic, you know, classic voltage. The classic subtractive synthesis voltage, you know. Sounds beautiful. Got your LFO over here. You can do all sorts of fun stuff with that. Now there is some interesting effects on here, which is kind of cool. So if you look at these thumbprints, there are actually some effects. So let's see. Big crusher. Okay, what else we got? A speed. Kind of sounds like a tape stop. That's cool. Very nice. I think we have a reverse over here. When I let go, it should play reverse. Or not. Ooh, that's dope. It's dope. I want to do that again. That's so cool. That is cool. So that's a nice little reverse effect there. What's over here? Nice little effect there. And we got one more over here. Oh yeah, so I think it's a gating effect. Let's see what this does. Yeah. It's so much fun. Love it, love it, love it. Good stuff. Good stuff all around. What's cool is you got this little instability. This is kind of unique. It kind of will bring this thing out of tune, various things out of tune. It'll adjust the filter a little bit. Probably need a sequence to really start hearing that one. We'll hear that when we go through a couple of these presets. But there's pretty much, that's kind of the gist of it. You just kind of click on something to see what it does in the top right-hand corner, and you start playing. And then beneath that, you have a beautiful beautiful sequencer that you can adjust. We can just turn that on with clicking the button on the bottom left-hand corner. Just turn that on. And then once you hit play, we should be able to hear it. We can increase the steps here. Adjust the speed. Very nice. Yeah, so some really great sequencing features on here. Of course, they're going to have some great presets as well. So let's just see how everybody is doing right now before we do some presets, because some of these presets are great. They got drones and noises categories, and then they got factory patches. But we're going to do some drones and noises first, just because that's like the most fun that the synth is for. We'll do a couple of those, and we'll do some more factory sounding stuff. Alien. Let's do circuit bed. This is only going through a channel strip. Yeah. Nothing else on here. Ooh, that's nice. If I go to one of these, let's see. That is cool. Woo! So, goodness, there's some good stuff in here. 26 people watching. Appreciate everybody. I got to take a look at the chat. I got to pay attention. I've been watching, I've been playing with the synth too much. Let's see what people is saying. Yes, yes. Great Gradient Echo says Hilda looks amazing. Dirty sounding. Oh yeah, I said that already. Yep. I went up too high. Media Web Records is here. What's going on? Says hello, everybody. Tim says, yeah, it looks kind of complex, but it's really not. And as I said, because all you really have to do is, select a preset, and then you can start tapping on anything, and it'll tell you what it is in the top right-hand corner. So it kind of looks a little bit more complex than what it really is, because there's only so many controls, and it's all on one page, so it's actually pretty handy. So as I just demonstrated, you can just start, moving some knobs and really start getting some immediate feedback on some cool stuff. But let me just check out the chat just a few more minutes here, or a few more seconds. And we'll get back to checking out some of these presets. Yeah, Samuel says it's actually pretty simple architecture. Yeah, it's just one page, and there's only a few things. But it can definitely look kind of complex at first. Yep, Gradient says, wow, amazing sound. Surprised it's an iOS app. Look, guys, we have some amazing iOS apps. Like, we can't even, almost say that anymore, because this is basically a computer. I mean, this is a freaking M1. They put an M1 inside of here. There is an M1 with 16 gigs of RAM in here. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, Chris says it can sound pretty smooth or gritty. Yes. Tim says, what do you make? What are you going to make today, Vortex? I don't know. Maybe some techno, synthwave, something electronic, right? We want to do something electronic with this synth, because that's what this synth lends itself to. So we're going to make something electronic. SLP's in the house. He's got a couple new tracks out as well on his channel. Make sure you check that out. We sent that out on our weekly newsletter yesterday. He's always bringing the fire, and of course made inside of Koala and on the iPad and stuff. So really good stuff. Make sure you follow SLP, and of course he helped us with a few packs here at the channel as well. So yes, make sure you follow SLP. Skies Watcher says almost BBC Electronic Workshop. Yeah, it's kind of it's kind of crazy, a little bit. Third Person is here. Yes. Shout out to Third Person Productions. We sent out your shout out on your new album, bro. That thing freaking slaps, dude. Seriously. Shout out to Third Person Productions' new album. It really, really is awesome. He used Riffler a lot on there, and it's this really awesome combination between like these distorted guitars and distorted synths. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed that. Fantastic album. We put that on our latest newsletter, mobilemusicpro.com/newsletter, and make sure you do follow Third Person Productions, making all their stuff on iPad inside of Cubasis. Really, really great stuff. Joe Dominguez says Vortex was the first one to learn Logic Pro. No, I was not the first. Somebody tipped me off on Twitter, and then I kind of went to town after that. But yeah, somebody tipped me off on Twitter. So, but that's when you're in, when you have a focal point like Mobile Music Pro, like a YouTube channel, like I have, people will just send you stuff. They'll just send you information, which is great. Don't stop doing that. Did Vortex get a new iPad? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I did. Absolutely. This is the beautiful, beautiful M1 that I purchased one day before the Logic Pro announcement. Serendipitous? I think so. But yeah, it's that's when you know you're definitely on a very synchronistic path. That's when you know the synchronicities are working for you. But yeah, no, I definitely bought this a day before the announcement, because I was already feeling just a little bit of a pinch because of the amount of tracks. It was starting to hit 100% once I start really piling on like 6 to 8 tracks of some of the newer synths. So some of the newer instruments like Piano Tech. So I decided it was time. I get a new iPad about every 3 years. Every 3 years, I get a new iPad. Had the 2015, then I got the 2018 and 2020. Well, I had the 2015 and 2016 or 17. Then I had the 2018 and 2020. And now I have the 2021 and 2023. But I essentially get a new iPad every 3 years or so. Not a box. It says make some techno. Yes, yes. Brandon says I got the M2. Should have waited to get one of the latest. Well, yeah, it's all good. I mean, you can trade that bad boy in. I mean, the M2 is brand new, dude. You could trade that in for damn near. You can sell it on eBay for damn near the same amount. Because if you look at the prices, people are selling brand new iPads for basically, I mean, not brand new, but very lightly used iPads for basically the same price as Apple. I mean, just only a couple $100 less. They're not messing around. Like they're really charging a good amount of money. So you can get a pretty decent price for that M2 still very easily. All right. But yeah, I got the M1, super happy with it. Everything is so freaking smooth, especially Scalar. Scalar was running a little choppy, on the 2018, but boy, is it smooth on the 2021, the M1. Boy, everything has just been super smooth. So we're going to take a look at the, the system info as well. When we're still going to take a look at the system info, but it'll probably be a lot lower now because of the M1. But let's get back to it, fam. I want to hear some of these presets. Okay. Let's hear some of these presets. Yeah, the M3 is going to be amazing. Basically, I'm going to be holding on to the M1 until the M3 iPad Ultra comes down in price. So basically, I'll get the M3 when the M4 or 5 is out. When the M4 or 5 is out, yeah, that's about right. So this is going to last me until I grab the Ultra in probably 2026. I'll grab the 2026 every 3 years or so. So I'll grab the M3 16-inch iPad Ultra because I believe they scrapped the 14-inch. So now I think they're going to do the 16 instead, which was great for me. I'll be definitely loving that 16-inch. I want as big a screen as you can give me. So, but yeah, definitely beautiful stuff. M3. So I'll be grabbing the 16-inch iPad Ultra M3 in 2026 or so. And at that point, it'll probably have been out for a couple of years. So let's see what we got for presets. Okay, so in the factories preset, we did some drones. Let's do some of these factories. It's dirty. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, this can also be used as an effect as well, because you have an external here. So you can actually use this as an effect. A UV3 effect, in addition to an instrument. Yeah. Oh yeah, I like it. I like it. That's a drone. Wow. So yeah, it can be a really dirty synth for sure. that's pretty. I want some more. Woo-hoo-hoo. That is pretty crazy stuff. But yeah, okay, more. Hope you guys are enjoying this sound demo of these presets. They are a whole lot of fun. A whole lot of fun. Chris says 16-inch will drain the battery massively. Don't care. Give it to me. Give it to me. I'll take it. I'll take the battery hit because I mostly have my iPad plugged in anyway. But give it to me. Chris says oomph, 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 oomph. Make sure to smash the likes. Thank you. Not a box. Make sure to smash the likes, everybody. We're doing a demo here, a tutorial, sorry, of, well, now we're doing a demo. We did a tutorial earlier of Hilda. Now we're doing a bit of a demo of its presets. And in a few minutes, we'll try to make some music with it. Yeah, Gradient Echo says, super impressed by how analog this sounds. Yes, yes. Chris says, but what will a 16-inch iPad OLED cost? Probably a lot. Over $2,000. I would assume the iPad Ultra is going to start coming in at over $2,000, you know, 21, 22. Maybe 25. I don't think so, but you know, definitely upwards of the $2,000 range, I'm sure. Rushi is here. Hey, what's up, Rushi? Shout out to Rushi. She's got an amazing YouTube channel. She works on the iPad as well. She's got some great tracks. We've shared some of her stuff again in our newsletter. So if you aren't subscribed, mopemusicpro.com/newsletter. Make sure you check out Rushi. She's got a fantastic voice, an amazing singing voice. All right, let's see what else presets we got. I want some more. Oh, we got this distinct 80s vibe. All right, well, let's lower the... Turn the filter up. That's fun. Nice little 80s preset. Dread bass. Whoa. We're doing a giveaway in about 45 minutes, so we got about 45 minutes to make some music. Crazy. I want more, though. I want to demo more. I have so much fun that I don't have time to demo all the presets. What's this? Rise and Fall? So much fun. That's just too much fun. Listen to these basses. Make some 808s out of that. Yup. Okay, it's about time to start making some music. I love to play. I could play with these presets all day. The filter on this is so Moog-like. I love it. Oh man, but it's like also kind of digital. It's so much fun. Oh my goodness. Brandon says Vortex needs lo-fi tape. Do I have that? Lo-fi. Oh, I think I do. Yeah. Well, if that's a I'm pretty sure I have that. Yes, I have lo-fi tape. That's what it is. Lo-fi. Gots to have lo-fi tape because you need all MSX audio plugins, all of them. Go buy MSX plugins. Go. MSX audio is awesome. Shout out to the man over there. We had him on one of our podcasts. Realty says she tried to win it twice but couldn't get it. Oh, Charles Talent is here. What's going on, Charles? Brandon says he paid almost $3,000. Whoa, you got the 2 terabyte M2. Yeah, I guess that would be like fucking close to $3,000. Holy smokes. With the Apple Pencil and the keyboard. Oh my God. Yeah. Brandon. Oh my God. Yo, Brandon is over here friggin' like it's flexing hard. Brandon's got literally the most expensive version of the iPad that you can get. He's got the M2 with the 2 terabyte and the Apple Pencil and the keyboard. Yeah, when you add that up, yes, that is $3,000. Yes. I can't do it. 24 people watching. Appreciate you guys, but I can't. That's out of my price range. I like to try to get them refurbished, a couple years later and such myself personally. So I never really paid more than $1,100. I think more than $1,100 or $1,200 for an iPad because I always wait a couple years and get them refurbished. Because the Apple devices are like freaking tanks. They don't go bad. you can definitely get them refurbished and have a beautiful, amazing, perfect device. So that's what I do. Don't make your iPad so good, iPad, and maybe I'll buy them new. They make them so good that I can just get them refurbished easily. And they just keep pumping them out. So, they just keep getting faster and faster for cheaper and cheaper. Chris says, is there a market for an M3 1 terabyte 16-inch OLED pad at 3K? Well, it'll be 2 terabyte, but apparently somebody, Brandon, bought it. Woo! Brandon, bro, can you like be my sugar daddy and buy me some iPads? Oh, bro, that's amazing. Yeah, La Realty says hers was $1,249 at Costco. Yeah, mine's always about between $1,000 and $1,200, and then of course tax. But yeah. For sure. Okay. We got to make some music, fam. It's 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock West Coast. We got 40 minutes until we do the giveaway, so we got to try to make something. Now, because this app does have a sequencer in it, you'll find that a lot of the presets have sequencer presets built in as well, which is really, really, really cool. And we're going to demonstrate a little of that, shall we? So let's get down to got a good BPM. 100 BPM. Okay. Let's just add in one of the most amazing drum apps made by Bram Bos, which is his amazing. Where is it? I lost it. I'll find it. Hammerhead. Shout out to Hammerhead and its 25th plus anniversary at this point. I have some presets in here, I believe, but boy, there's so many good presets in here. Listen to this preset. Yo, good stuff. Lots of good stuff. So lots of good stuff in here. So before we start doing that, that'll be our drum app. Where we're gonna get our drums from. Okay, so we got that. Let's make that orange. We don't have a pattern or anything yet, but we'll figure something out. Hilda, we love you, Hilda. Let's go for some stuff, shall we? First, we might as well start out with the distinct 80s vibe, shall we not? Because we're going to try to make some kind of 80s sounding techno, maybe. So let's start out with this. Let's see what we got. Let's hit play and hear the pattern that comes with this lovely, lovely preset, shall we? And we're already on our way. Little 80s in there. All right, that sounds good. Let's maybe throw an EQ on it. Well, actually, no. We'll do this. Yeah, this is more in of the kick. All right, cool. Let's add another Hilda. Come here, Hilda. I love you, Hilda. What else we got in meow? Got all sorts of good stuff in here. That dark color sounded pretty cool. Let's try that, shall we? Nice. It's more of a sub. Some of that distortion. So dope. That's dope. I want something else too. What else we got? Ooh, stability issues? That sounds cool. Ooh, bottom of the barrel? Yeah, that sounds cool. They got so many good ones in here. Let's do bottom of the barrel. Bottom of the barrel. Now we got too much stuff going on. Let's see. Likes your texture. That's too much. Yeah, I like this more. Decide. I want more. More presets. miss Cubase's EQ. That's for sure. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, clearly we're gonna need some stuff in the higher frequency range here pretty soon. I do believe. Hey, Jade Star is here. Shout out to Jade Star. Of course, make sure you check out her thoughts on the new Logic Pro as well. I gave mine at the beginning of the stream, Jade, if you want to check that out. But yes. Lots of fun. We are getting nice and dirty. Jade says Vortex is getting down and dirty with Hilda before he cheats on Cubasis with Logic. Oh my God, yes, dude. I am pushing Logic to the side, or I'm pushing Cubasis to the side. If you guys want to see a super funny rant from Jade on that, make sure you check out Jade's channel. Her last live stream, that was hilarious. Jade roasted me pretty good. If you guys want to see Jade roast me, you need to check out her channel because I was falling out of my chair laughing. Seriously. That was just good stuff. Chris says iPads are for mobility. They can be, but guess what? They're also a full-fledged computer. As is demonstrated here, as I have everything hooked up. I have it plugged into the wall. I got MIDI controllers. I got a Chaos pad. I could have an external monitor if I want hooked up here as well. But yeah, they're also computers. Don't forget. Let's not forget. The iPad is also a computer in which you can hook it up to a myriad of devices as well. I had to point it out, Chris. If you say it's going to be for mobile, then I'm going to say that it's you can use it in the studio. And if you say it's only for the studio, then I'm going to say, hey, guess what? You can also use it for mobile. Devil's advocate. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. But yeah, let's keep on going with this Hilda sounding super dirty. I love it. Oh, T-Mac in the house. What's going on, T-Mac? Appreciate you, bro. I always got some good tracks sending into our contests. Says, hello, everyone. He really likes Hammerhead and all of the Bram Bos apps. They are fundamental iOS music apps. Absolutely. For sure. Seriously. I mean, I'm definitely going to be using some Hammerhead inside of Logic. Absolutely. Rushi says, it would be cool to sample Vortex saying, I love you, Hilda. I love you, Hilda. I love you, Hilda. You're my friend, Hilda. Hilda. Can we be mates? Can we be mates, Hilda? Please. Pretty please. All right. All right, let's keep it going. Chris says, but that's not what they're originally made for. But Chris, again, you could say a laptop like is not made to be in one place either. It's not meant to be portable either, or it's not meant to be not portable either. It's meant to be portable. But people have laptops hooked up to their freaking whole studios. They have their whole studio hooked up to a laptop. So it's, when you say that laptop is not like, it's meant to be portable, iPad's meant to be portable. Yeah, the portability is a fantastic aspect, but you don't have to use it as a portable device if you don't want to. You can plug that thing right into anything that you can plug into a desktop. So I just always like to point that out. So many Vortex samples with Hilda. Oh my goodness. You guys crack me up. Hopefully you're doing well, Leela. I shared one of Leela's tracks as well during this past newsletter email. So you got a track in there as well, Leela, because I saw you had a new one. So I threw that in the newsletter, mobilemusicpro.com/newsletter. Yeah, Rushi says she makes quite a bit of tracks on the train. Yes, fantastic use of the iPhone or iPad for sure. Yeah, it's a beautifully portable device, but you don't have to have it to be portable. You could take it home and plug it into the whole studio, the whole shebang, like I have here as well. So it's a beautiful thing. It's just a beautiful thing. The two main reasons I love the iPad is, of course, the portability, but also because of the zero config setup, right? The super easy, how easy it is to download a DAW and add an AV3 app and add a track. There's just no configuration. All right. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. We're going to need something in the high registers here pretty soon. Let's see. Well, should probably start mixing our drums pretty soon too. But oh well. Give me the Hilda. Oh, Hilda. Hilda. Okay. Need something in the higher registers. Midnight Lead? Well, this thing just doesn't do high registers, I swear. It's such a gritty synth. I mean, it does, but like... most of the presets are going to be like this. If you put black hole on that. Let's find out. Send to the black hole. We're going to send it into a black freaking hole, people, of which it cannot escape. Not even light. Goodness. But yeah, Chris says that I'm totally with Vortex regarding portability. I don't take my iPad anywhere most of the time. Yeah, I mean, that's what's great is that it's a computer, so you can take it and have the lovely, lovely, lovely portability of this device, or you can plug it into your home studio. Oh yeah. Oh, that's fun. What does it sound like with everything else? Let's see. My drums. My drums. The MIDI panic sometimes. But let me get my hammerhead back. I lost my hammerhead. Hammerhead. bring this out. Just mixing this a little bit. Trying to get everything to sound right together. Nice droney sound. I like that. Want this a little wider too. Keep the bass, to keep this one right here, right in the center. And in fact, I'm gonna add a little extra oomph to this bass. Maybe a little beef. How about, I know what I want. FAC. Give me some of that Medusa. Give me some of that. I don't want that Welcome Tour. I don't want the Welcome. Don't give me the Welcome Tour. Too loud. I'm getting there. I'm just figuring something out in here. Give me a second, okay? Okay. Saturate that a bit. Turn down the mids and the highs. Where the out is on this. Parallel compression. Yes. That's much beefier. Yeah. Where's the mixer? It's a little high. That's alright though. Yeah, that's where the atmosphere is. those claps. Boy, that's a droney, dark sounding thingy. Duplicate that. All right, let's see what else we got here. Got a mini panic, everything. All right, which one is doing it? This one. Okay. I want another sound. Let's go duplicate. Let's try to mix everything together. Sorta got it. But let's see what else we got here. Load preset. Doesn't hold down. There we go. Sustain. Sustain you. Let's put a woot. Let's put a woot on this. Watch this. Oh yeah. Let's turn it down. And now, perforator. And chop it up. Let's make it nice. Oh man, now that was a lot of fun. Yes, we have made something. 27 people watching. Woo, that was fun. I was, as they say, Vortex was vortexing there for a while, but yeah, that was a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. A little bit of some mixing there. Of course, we used Hilda here for every single sound except for the drums, which are coming from Hammerhead. Yet another amazing app by Bram Bos. We used some Woot in here as well. I think the only app we used that wasn't Bram Bos was probably the Schlap and the FAC Medusa, but everything else, guys, all on the wider, of course, but everything else was coming from that beautiful Hilda synthesizer. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let me just take a look at the chat, see what everybody is doing, and then we'll get to the giveaway. So let me just say hello again to everybody. So sorry if I missed your guys' what you guys were saying here, but man, I was I was in the zone. I was in the zone. Oh, Henry is here. What's going on? Henry says, so Steinberg either has to step up their game and upgrade Cubasis or bring the full-fledged Cubase in all of its glory to iPad. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sorry, guys, I'm leaving Cubasis behind. I waited years, Cubasis. I waited years. I sent you information. I sent you emails. I sent you everything. The community, you know, but for whatever reason, you know, there's a smaller budget over there at Steinberg and the higher ups. Remember, this is not Lars' fault. This is not the Cubasis developers' fault. This is the higher ups who only give them so much of a budget, right? They're going to say, look, we need a light version of Cubase. Okay. That's what your budget is for. That's what you get. You know, so it's not their fault. We're not blaming them. We're definitely blaming the higher ups. But at the end of the day, the end result is the same. Cubasis remains crippled compared to its desktop counterpart, Cubase. And I, for one, no longer going to stand for it now that we have Logic. I was happy to stand for it, you know, when there was no other desktop grade DAW, but we are in a new era now. This ushers in a brand new era with Logic Pro. So, yep. Sorry, but you snooze, you lose. Amateur hour is over. It is time for Logic. Yeah. Yeah, Joe Dominguez says, wait a minute, is Vortex going to make Logic Pro tutorials? Yeah, bro, watch the beginning of the stream. I'm switching the whole channel over to Logic Pro, absolutely. Teo is here, Major Wizard, yes. Hey, Major Wizard says, what do you guys think about Logic? Make sure you fast rewind to the beginning of the stream where I give all of my thoughts about Logic and Cubasis and what we're doing with the channel. Yeah, Chris, definitely watch the beginning of the stream, bro. Chris Hallow. Says, so does anybody think Logic will be better than Cubasis 3? Definitely watch the beginning of my stream. The short answer is by a wide margin. By a wide margin. We're talking two completely different tiers, two completely different lanes. The drum app, hey, Genevieve, this is a Hammerhead drum app from Bram Bos. They have a ton of awesome presets in there. Make sure you check out Hammerhead. Don't sleep on Hammerhead. Can you load a custom tuning to Hilda to play notes? Well, it definitely has a tuner, so you can adjust the note for sure, the tune, the key for sure. Yeah, Jade says that Hilda is also fun as an effect. And then sending Hilda into it as well. Sending Hilda into Hilda. Put Hilda in Hilda. That's what Jade says. You just need to put Hilda in Hilda. Yeah, Gradient says Hilda sounds very 80s Blade Runner-esque. Escape from New York. Absolutely. Agree. Definitely agree. It's a gritty, gritty synth. It's a gritty, gritty, lovely, lovely synth. Just checking out everybody's chat before we do the giveaway. Rushi says, I felt your flow and it made me happy. Oh, maybe she was talking to Lila. But yeah, Lila says she went from GarageBand to Cubasis 3 because of the limitations of GarageBand. But yeah, Logic. Lila says, Logic is just logical. It's just logical, fam. It's just logical. It's going to be fun testing out all this stuff in Logic. And of course, like I said, every single stream after Logic comes out will be in Logic. Dolby Atmos? Yeah, I don't care about Dolby Atmos. It's more of like a luxury thing for like TV and film, but I don't do TV and film. Yep, Nismo, that'd be nice. That'd be nice for sure. Maybe that'll happen. Nismo says that maybe it would be nice if Logic took a Loopy Pro subscription model where you only pay for the upgrades. That would be nice. But I can tell you one thing for sure, we're going to be getting updates and lots of them because of that monthly subscription. Yep. It's all going to be Logic Pro. All right, let's do the giveaway. 30 people watching. Let's go ahead and get to the giveaway. So let's turn this back up, turn this down. All right. So we're going to do a giveaway now for this lovely, lovely synth. Such a lovely synth. Let's go ahead and do a giveaway now. So let's open up Safari. We're going to be giving away 2 copies of this synth. And if you do want to participate in this giveaway, definitely give me a thumbs up now, and we'll get you entered. Now, we have 2 codes to give away here, so we're going to spin the wheel twice. But if you want a second chance to be put on the wheel, definitely think about signing up for our Patreon, where you can subscribe for as little as $1 a month. That's patreon.com/mobilemusicpro. That was a great way to help support the channel. So let's get people's entered in here now. Let's go. Steven Tucker. Oh yeah, my keyboard's not working today. Got to use the on-screen keyboard, which I'm not nearly as fast at, but I'll try. Brandon. Samuel. Love that 80s sound. Alex Foman. Joe. SLP. Major Wizard. Not a box. Andre. Lisa. Tim Taylor. Peanut. Add me Mario. Skies. Crystal. T-Mac. Joe. Radiant. Oops. I'm terrible with the on-screen keyboard. Chris. Deprova. Colin, what's going on? Mr. Colin Powell. Senate. Boy, am I slow with this keyboard or what, guys? Already got you in here, Bristol. Lady, aptitude. Appreciate you being here, Babs. She's always got some good stuff, good commentary. And Rishi. Hey, Mr. Camo Clay. Shout out to Cam. He's got a new app out. Well, Cam's always got a new app out. Freaking A. Cam's a machine. Make sure you check out Cam O'Clay's MIDI apps. It's got so much good stuff. Appreciate you being here, Cam. Nice to see you, man. We're about to do a giveaway here. Well, that's a long name. We'll just go like that. Chris Hallow. I think I don't have you in here. Leela. Make sure I got no doubles here in a second. Yeah, make sure you guys participate in the chat because, of course, people will see you enter who didn't participate. All right, let's kill the music. Well, let's kill the music and then double check. All right. Something is still going. Okay. Oops, no. I don't want the media bay. All right, so we got 29 people entered in here, 30 people watching. Let's just double check here. So, zoom in. Whoa, that's too much. All right, give me a second. I got it. Okay, so we got Stephen Tucker, Brandon, Stephen Tucker, there we go. Stephen Tucker, Brandon, Samuel, Alex, Joe, Dimitri, SLP. See, I don't got any doubles, I don't believe. If you don't see your name, give me a thumbs up, but I believe I got everybody in here. And I believe I have no doubles. But you guys can double check with me. But it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. All right, 29 people entered. Is everybody ready to go? Let's get this going. All right. Let's go ahead and zoom into the spinner. I hate that spinner. It always makes it smaller when I try to zoom in. There we go. Haha. Succeed. I beat you, spinner. Okay. Oh, man. Somebody else came in. Desk Goods. Bro, did you participate in the chat? I hope you participated in the chat, bro. Because you have to participate in the chat. Das Goods. Oops. Okay. What? Don't? Okay. There we go. All right. Good luck to everybody. Sorry about the zooming in and out there. Good luck to everybody. We got 30 people entered, 30 people watching. Let's see who's going to do it. Let's do the drum roll. Give it a spin. In. One. Spin, let's spin. Big winner, big winner, big winner. No whammies, no whammies. Come on. Who's it going to be today? We got a pretty full board today. Brandon? Samuel? Did Samuel win it? Oh, Samuel, so close. Samuel couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. Samuel has such bad luck. He's so close. Look at that. So close, but no cigar. Mr. Alex Foreman has won it. So let me just double check who can. Anybody can't enter today, because if you win 1 week, then we take you out of the basket the next week. Technics and Dr. Rabbitfoot, both of which aren't in here today, so no problem, no problem. Alex Foreman, so congratulations, bro. Congratulations to Mr. Alex Foreman, our first winner. Now, if you don't win today, of course, you can get a second chance by signing up to our Patreon, and you can throw you on the wheel for 2 more spins. But if you're not a Patreon, then this is all you get. So we got 1 to Alex Foreman. Send me an email to mobilemusicprocontact@gmail.com. All the winners today, send me an email to mobilemusicprocontact@gmail.com. So let's get ready to spin it again, our second and final time. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Come on, come on. Who's it going to be? T-Mac? Joe Burns? Joe Burns. Looks like Joe got it. Oh, it's going to be close. Joe got it. Look at that. Oh, it's still spinning again. Oh, well. Joe Burns, congratulations, bro. So the 2 winners today, of course, send me an email to mobilemusicprocontact@gmail.com. That's mobilemusicprocontact@gmail.com. And if you want a second chance to be thrown on the wheel, definitely consider signing up to be a patron at patreon.com/mobilemusicpro, because that, of course, helps us with the channel. So yes, hopefully you had a good time. I definitely had a good time making a little of some kind of dark techno type of thing here, though I did have some lighter notes. I finally got some lighter notes entered here on the bottom, but hope you guys had a great time. I know I definitely had a good time. Hope you guys will come back and join us again next Sunday. We'll always have a new app and something new for you. I had a great time on this brand new M1 iPad. Whew, look at that, 30%. 30%, that's beautiful. 30% CPU. It's like nothing. It's like nothing. I got like a bazillion Hildas on here, and we're doing 30%. I love it. I love the M1. But yeah, guys, make sure you join us again next Sunday. We'll be back again with another app and another giveaway and another attempt to try to make some music in an hour. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully you have a good day and a good weekend, and a happy Mother's Day to all those mothers out there. Until next time, everybody, keep talking music. See you guys later.